So diagnostic industry, as we know, aims to give affordable tests to the masses as well as to the people who are able to afford it. Now the challenge in India is that most of our reagents and instruments, etc., are imported. So what happens is, obviously there is a lot of tax and lot of import duties, and the dollar to rupee, pound to rupee, etc., and so on and so forth, the convertibility issues which come into mind, right? So now we are not going to say that we are going to make it affordable as in getting into a price war, but at the same time we need to also see that we are able to match the expectations of the people who goes in for a diagnostic test, because ultimately this is all about healthcare. So when we are trying to give it to the people, we should say that okay, this is something which is good for your health, and then you need to be able to afford it. Now when it comes to affordability, Indians per se, we have this mindset that we don't want to spend on health. That is something which it's always there, that it's okay, I can probably buy something for a much more expensive rate rather than going in and doing a blood test of my own. So this is one of the challenges which we face. And the third thing would be that if you want to make it affordable, then you have to work on the economies of scale. Now, the more tests we do, as we know, the lab professionals, the cheaper it becomes to run a test. So there has to be a kind of collaboration between the various diagnostic players, so that each one complements the strength of the other. Now what we have is, there are several players in the market, and all of them are trying to do the similar kind of tests, which is when the economies have a problem. But if you get into more collaborative kind of an approach, then probably you could have pockets of excellence, pockets of specialized tests, some labs doing only the routine tests, and go in that direction. Probably that's when we would be able to make it more affordable as well. See, diagnostic industry, if you ask me, I would, there's no one size fits all. On one hand, we see populations which are going only for preventive health checkups. Then at the other end of it, we see specialized diagnostics, we see genomics, we see personalized medicine, and we see a lot of histopathology, a lot of cancer diagnosis happening. So all these things are at a different spectrum. So when you say that, like when we talk about the challenges and the trends, so the one trend, if you see, it's more going to a B2C market. Like the population is becoming more aware of their own health, so they are investing more in their routine health checkups and going to primary care physicians for their routine lab reports, etc. So that's more towards the trend. So there are, you see these seasonal things like post Diwali, you will get a lot of lab tests, because everybody has sort of binged on Diwali goodies, and that's one trend where it goes towards the consumers. But from a healthcare perspective, there are also doctors who advise lot of tests, who want a better approach for their patients. So that is the other part where we are going more and more for specialized tests, which would be more of a adding value to the disease. So these are the two different poles what we have in diagnostics. So the trend is more towards getting reports faster on one hand, and on the other hand, there are doctors who would say it's fine, I don't mind the time, but give me the right report, give me the complicated diagnosis, give me a more specialized diagnosis. So that is the other type of trend which we see.